For some reason, this is giving me like Flintstones vibes. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is good to be back. I haven't done a proper video in like a week. I was stranded in Southern Illinois for almost a week. Went down to see the eclipse, got in a wreck. Everybody's fine, you know. But anyway, stay tuned for all that. There will be videos covering all that. That was a whole thing. We have a priority request from John, Tigger John. So shout out to you. We have Antoni Gaudi's Barcelona. 4 unearthly buildings you must see in Barcelona. Now, I know this initial one here, that looks crazy. The architecture, phenomenal. I love it. Here's the thumbnail, which shows, you know, some pretty crazy looking architecture as well, actually. Very cool. Very interested in this. John knows I love architecture. I love really cool looking buildings, which who doesn't, right? I mean, really, how could you look at this and not think that's like super cool, right? But anyways, the original channel is Traveler's Bazaar. Links to the original video will be in the description section and down below. Hit like, hit subscribe while you're down there. We're going to check it out.
Welcome to Gaudi's Barcelona. Architects, artists, engineers, travelers, and vagabonds alike make their way to the Catalonian capital in a sort of design pilgrimage, visiting the surreal modernisme masterpieces of architect Antoni Gaudi. I visited 4 of his most prominent works and was blown away by his incorporation of natural forms in his building structure and aesthetics.
Now that one looked like a gingerbread house,
by his
doesn't it?
incorporation of natural forms in his building structure and aesthetics. I've listed in this video the sites you cannot miss when visiting Barcelona. Number 1, Park Güell. What was designed to become one of Barcelona's most luxurious private communities,
very cool,
today stands as his most beloved park. In 1890, the industrialist SOEB Güell instructed the architect to build a garden city in which nature and housing were unified in one common architectural language.
And a lot of like Greek style pillars or like Roman style pillars. I don't know if it's, I think Greeks did it first, right? But yeah, whoever did it first, that style pillars. And then here you got very crazy. Okay, so the floor's flat right here. So it's just the way that it's curved. Wow, that would be weird walking through, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't that kind of like mess with your center of balance in your brain a little bit?
Visitors today may find the space to be mystical, charming, and bewildering. However, its original purpose failed. The plans included 60 villas, only 2 buildings were built, along with the community's roads and extensive parks.
That is very cool. Very cool. Wow. You know, it kind of, for some reason, this is giving me like Flintstones vibes. You know, you got the tropical trees back there. You know, you got, this looks like it's carved out. I mean, you can tell it's not carved. You know, you can see like stones that's been placed, but it just looks, you know, from a distance, like the stuff in the background here, I guess. Maybe not so much the up close, but I don't know. It just gives me like Flintstones vibes.
Gaudi actually lived on site and in one of the 2 villas, which was not designed by him, but his former residence is now open to the public as a museum. And
very cool. By the way, forgot to mention, if you notice I have a giant scratch across my eye, yeah, it's because my new puppy is vicious and he has really sharp claws. And he gets happy, and he was very happy when we got back. And he scratched my face, so that sucks. It's right across like my eyelid. Just letting you know.
And in 1984, the park was included in the UNESCO World Heritage Cultural List.
Very cool. How many places are in the UNESCO World Heritage thing? I'm going to check that out. UNESCO, 1,199 properties. Okay, so there's basically 1,200 places that's on this list. Even the railing's slanted. That's cool. Interesting ceiling. Did you see that? That's very cool. It kind of looks like ravioli noodles or something. Like, I thought it was showcasing like a pasta for a second, and then it went down. I seen there's walls connected, and it's obviously ceiling. Maybe a gift shop. That's a lot of blue. I mean, that's... Hold on, what's this? I like maps, old maps. What do we have here? Kind of blurry. Let me see. San Martin. Okay, so is that's San Martin? That's an island, right? No, because why would they have an island map? Yeah, no, this is Spain. It says Mediterranean. Yeah, so that's not the San Martin Islands. That's something else. I don't speak Spanish necessarily, but okay. It's an old cathedral. That is cool. We did this in art class actually when I was in high school, where you make like you take like the different shards of like glass and porcelain and ceramic and whatever, and we had like these little cutters too. So if you needed to make it a certain shape, you could kind of clip it, and it was hard to get it the right shape, of course, but if you did it carefully, you could get it, somewhat the right shape, and you make your little mosaic, you put the mortar or whatever in between it. Very cool. I enjoyed doing it a lot, actually. Maybe I could do something like that here on my property. That'd be kind of cool this summer. Yeah, that just looks like gingerbread houses or something. Wow.
Number 2, Casa Milà.
Okay, so this is a model of it, right? This is clearly a model of it, but did they make it yet?
With its undulating facade and surrealist sculptural roof, Antoni Gaudi's Casa Milà appears more organic than artificial, as if it were some mountainscape just growing in the heart of Barcelona's bourgeois residential area, the Eixample.
It is made.
Constructed between 1906 to 1912, Casa Milà was designed as a residential building. Today, it is the headquarters of the Catalunya La Pedrera Foundation and houses a cultural center. Barcelonians nicknamed the building in its construction La Pedrera, or the quarry, for its stone-like facade. Casa Milà was commissioned by the industrialist Pere Milà and his wife Rosario Segemon. The idea was to erect a family home, but also with apartments for rent. It's located on the Passeig de Gràcia, Spain's equivalent to New York's Fifth Avenue and Paris's Champs-Élysées.
Could you imagine staying there? That'd be so cool. I mean, probably expensive too. I mean, that's a sought after hotel, I'm sure. That is cool. I mean, even here where I paused it, the architecture is just incredible. I like that music. Yeah, you can have it. Very cool music, actually. What is that thing? Just a random sculpture hanging out on the side of the building. That's cool. And then you got some really cool purple looking something. I don't know if that's a parking garage over there. It's a cool looking place. It's kind of interesting. So, like, Spanish, you got the mariachi music, right? I don't know if that's in Spain necessarily, but like in Mexico, there's mariachi music, okay? And it has that feel, which of course, Mexico, descended, a lot of Spanish descent. So, of course, but this song also had like a little bit of a blues feel to it. I've never heard anything like that. That's really cool. If anybody knows what that was called, let me know down below. Like, I'm definitely curious. And also, That looks like jaw lines of like raptors or like some sort of dinosaur face or something sticking out, like these balconies. That's very. It is. It's like an organic, like what they were saying earlier in the video. Like it's a lot of it has an organic feel. That definitely does. It looks like dinosaur like skulls or something. I don't know if it's supposed to, but I'm definitely seeing faces in that. Yeah, this part has that mariachi kind of sound. Yeah.
Number 3, Casa Batlló. Casa Batlló was a pre-existing classical structure that was purchased by the textile industrialist Joseph Batlló in 1900. He hired Gaudí in 1904 to design his home. At first, he requested to tear down the existing building and construct a completely new build-out. However, Gaudí convinced Joseph that a renovation was sufficient. What resulted in his design is an otherworldly experience. Every surface is curved, embellished, and seems to come alive. Like Casa Milà or La Pedrera, Casa Batlló has been nicknamed Casa del Ossos, House of Bones.
Okay. House of Bones, huh? You know, I think John actually sent me another video. He sent me 2 links in the request, actually. It was like a double request. And I believe the other one is actually about the House of Bones. So probably more in-depth about this specific location, which is great. I'm going to be looking forward to that. Although that one won't be today, probably. I'll probably do that one tomorrow. Still have a ton of footage to go over from the eclipse and all that. And a lot of editing to do that way too. And this cathedral, I had to go back so I could pause it here. Wow. That is, wow. I mean, and if you look real close, it's just like intensely, insanely detailed. I mean, there's statues nestled up in here. Wow. That is just crazy.
Number 4, La Sagrada Família, the grand dam of the Gaudí collection. The basilica is a monumental triumph of architecture. It has been under construction from 1882 and will not be completed until 2028. Stepping inside this religious space,
hold on, what did I say?
Will not be completed of architecture. It has been under construction from 1882 and will not be completed until 2028.
1882. That's a long, long time, guys.
Stepping inside this religious space is one that will take your breath away. The flooding of color through stained glass tells the story of so many biblical scriptures. As the sun shines upon these moments, the interior spaces flood with color like a rainbow. Regardless of faith or lack thereof, it is clear to see this is a work of higher human consciousness.
Yeah, the stained glass actually gives it a whole nother element. Like, like without all the different colors coming through that glass, like it just wouldn't be as cool. It just gives it more depth. Like when you look up into the caverns and the cavities, like up into the ceilings and stuff, and you got the different colors, greens and blues and purples shining through. Very, very cool. Oranges, yep. And it's still under construction for another 4 years. Wow. I bet they're happy to finally wrap that one up. Oh, that looks cool. Look at that with the blues and the purples back in there. Wow. That's not even done with LED lights. That's just stained glass. Like, so this is what it potentially would look like in the late 1800s before LED lights, before, the stuff that you have modern days. So like nobody would have ever seen anything like that back then, like this pillar or if that blue shining against it. Like that looks like Batman, guys. Look at that. I found Batman hanging out up there.
Though a long way from being completed, La Sagrada Familia was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984.
Wow.
Once completed, La Sagrada will be the tallest religious building in all of Europe. The central tower in the middle will reach 170 meters tall. Currently, of the 18 towers to be built, 8 have been completed. 12 of the towers will represent the apostles, 4 of them will represent the evangelists, 1 will designate for the Virgin Mary, and of course, the tallest one in the middle represents Jesus Christ.
That is crazy detailed. I wonder if you can buy models of it like that. What is that? Does anybody know what this is? Like a bunch of sandbags hanging down from ropes or something? I don't understand. If you know what this is, anybody, let me know. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't... Man, that'd be cool to walk around in there. That'd be really cool. Okay, right here. When the building simply has what it needs with something available, it has character or dignity. Okay. Okay, with the resources, it has character too. It's the same thing. Some of that didn't look finished. That carving, look, his leg right here is rounded and like a leg shape. This is roughed in. See how it's pointed? This side's flat and this front side's flat. I don't think they're done. This carving was never finished. I wonder if they're gonna finish it, or if maybe they intended it to be that way, but I don't. Because this is flat here, that's flat there. Huh? Looks like they were just roughing it in. Man. And that just looks like there's candy spilling out of the top of those towers. That's cool. Yeah. Some drone shots of this place would be kind of sweet. Even inside, like the drones flying in and out of the pillars. That all carved? No, that's CGI, I think.
Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this post,
thank you for watching. Also applies to my viewers. Thank you guys. Thanks, John, for the priority request. That was sweet, dude. Somebody says, I love Gaudi's works. They look like the earth grew buildings. Yeah, it kind of does look like the earth grew buildings, doesn't it? Let's see here. The Sagrada Familia is the most amazing building I've been in by a mile. The light is truly different somehow. It really does feel so natural and organic. It's crazy. It does feel more like it grew than was built. The ceiling in particular is beyond awesome. There are those roses at the intersections of the branches from the trees holding the roof up that shine like little dioramas. Everywhere there are leaves and shells and all the iconography of the natural world. Unsurprisingly, given Christianity's heritage, it would make a fantastic pagan/Wiccan temple. It's literally a cathedral to nature. Yeah. It was a completely mind-blowing place to visit. It looks amazing from outside, but inside is where it's at. The quality of light inside on a sunny day blows you away. I've never experienced anything like it. Just an amazing conception of how a spiritual place should be. Love and peace. Great comment. Yes, I couldn't even imagine. I mean, videos. You already know videos don't do things justice. So to actually go there would be probably mind blowing. I mean, it would be one of the coolest things to experience as far as going and seeing some architectural stuff, right? I do have another one coming up, another priority request from John as well about the Cathedral of Bones, I'm fairly certain. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the videos about the eclipse journey mishap / adventure, whatever you want to call it. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on all that stuff. Hit like, hit subscribe, share the video, drop a comment, do all that awesome fun stuff, and you guys have a super fun, awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, bye.